channel is a not so proud member of YouTube's all encompassing special society of heavily overwhelmed layout enthusiasts. And yeah, I know what that spells when you use the acronym. Even on my 5 fingers, I can figure it out. Warning! The content of this stream is not suitable for children under the age of 16. I don't even start my girls that young. The language, themes, attitude, and personality of the presenter was not suitable for his own children when young, and he was a permissive parent. Those are my favorite kind, permissive parents. Yet he behaved that way anyhow. Topics discussed will not center on trains and will focus on anything except politics. You save politics for bedroom talk. We take notes at the Itchy Crotch Club. It just happens trains are running. Any similarity between characters, situations, trains, and intelligence thoughts is strictly a coincidence. And any rebroadcast or transmission of this stream without the express written consent of Major League Baseball is strictly prohibited. Viewer discretion is advised. Now, everybody has rules for layouts. It's your layout, do what you want. Do not tell someone else what to do unless they ask you what to do. Do not call out, mock, criticize, or insult another channel on your channel. Yeah, everybody needs to learn that lesson. Smokey, you just need to let me handle it. Ah, shucks, nobody ever lets me do anything. Get on with the damn show then. Hey, happy Friday, everybody. How is everyone doing today? Let's see who is already here. Hi, Ed Sutherland. Tim, nice to have you here. Colin, always a pleasure. Carl, welcome in. Let's see. Same names. Ewan, nice to have you. Stephen, Bear Lane, Stephen Price, always an honor. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Ray, nice to have you here today. Lee, we won't talk football. Let's see, where are we at? Pete, hey, Pete, welcome in. Always glad to have you here. And, wow, that's it right now. No, I'm a lefty, so I am right in the head. All you people that are right-handed, you're left in the head. I am right in the head. Not a lot to share or start today off with. The last 2-3 weeks have just been nuts, insane. Work, you know, it's not that work is bad. It's just work has drastically changed, and you don't realize you've developed bad habits until you go back to work full time and realize you've developed bad habits. Normally, I get up on a work day when things were normal. I'd get up at 5, be to work at 6, prepare everything, do my setups and all that, and then work from 8 to 3. Since I've been working at home, I get up at 7, 7:15, come down here, because I don't start working down here till 9. I'm done at 1, sometimes 2 o'clock. And when I'm not doing my job, I can watch live streams and hang out. And so now I'm back to, I can't do any of that. Although today I did have a lot more free time than normal because they had a special thing going on at work. And hey, Rick R., welcome in. Hey, Delta CRJ 900, welcome in. Please let me know if I forgot you. I don't like to forget anybody. Rick, we don't want you feeling alone and left out, so I now declare you a knight of the rhomboid table. For those of you that were here last week, you know, we had an issue of maybe too many cooks. You know, everybody on that side of the screen was like, well, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. I kind of knew what it was. The only thing was whether to try to fix it all, well, do the quick fixes so that I could have streamed last week. And it would have taken a little while to reset all my settings, shut everything down, and realign a couple of things. And I could have done that, and I'd had a bad week last week. I've actually had a couple of bad weeks. I mean, internet social life has not been great the last couple of weeks. Too many people having issues, and I finally told a couple of people they need to knock it off. And, I don't usually say anything negative, but I was getting tired, and I was asking people to back off. And, when you open your mouth, people are going to throw back. So the issue was what I was trying to tell everybody last week. I normally pay I thought I had the 20 up plan, the 20 megabytes up. And according to them, I'm on their 10 megabyte plan, which is still plenty to do my stream. But last week, I was pulling 3.1 during the stream. My internet was only working at 3.1. So once I got offline and did a couple of tests later, and Heath was talking to me and telling me to try a couple of things, and I did. I went in and reduced my settings. Instead of broadcasting 1080p 60, I went in and set the settings to 720, 30, and at a 2500 up. And that was working. I was still dropping more than I normally do and getting a little bit of buffering. But when, I was checking my internet service, I'm supposed to be at a solid 10 to 10.5. And I was racking 3.1. So when you're trying to upload about 5, it's not going to work on a 3.1. So we had the cable company come out. They came out Sunday morning. And that's the benefits of a local company run by locals. Customer service is first rate. And they came out and they did some testing. First of all, Saturday night, they looked at everything and said, oh, yeah, we can see beginning Wednesday, the middle of the week, you had what they call the package drop, which sounds kind of funny. Hey, Tim JD, how are you? But yeah, they said, you've had a package drop, which means, yeah, our signal is supposed to be here, and it was down here. And they said the whole area was out, but I was the first to report it. So Sunday night and Monday of this week, there were cable company trucks all over the neighborhood because they were sourcing it and looking for it, and they had it fixed by Tuesday night, and I was back up to running 5s and back up to running 10s. So that was the issue. Hi, Inked Rails. Nice to have you. Joseph, how are you? So yeah, that was the issue was what I thought it was. We had an internet problem on their end, and that's the nice thing. As long as it's something I didn't break, the service is free. They come out and fix it all. They go out there and do it all. As long as they don't come in and say, well, you idiot, you broke this. They don't charge you a penny. It's part of the service. So we got that fixed. So right now I'm broadcasting, knock on wood. Things are looking good. So let's run some trains and let's see how y'all doing. Hey! Oguico, how are you? From sunny Costa Rica. Well, hi from sunny Toledo, Ohio, USA. We're at a balmy 15, 16 Celsius right now. 51 degrees Fahrenheit here in Toledo. Nice and sunny. It feels like it's 70 out there because we've had all this below 20 and all of a sudden it's up to 50. So let's see who we're all running today. I've got the Railjet out. And I'm running a freighter again. And I've got the IC2 right here. And I'm running the ICE2. And this is his last go-round because he is being shipped off to California to get totally upgraded. He and my level 1, my ICE1, they're both going off to California to get fixed up and upgraded. Yeah, I mean, literally, we had about 16 inches of snow in our yard, at least 16, with drifting in some places it was 2.5 foot high. In fact, the snow and the ice are what caused some of the internet problems we had. So, Apparently the ice and heavy snow yanked a couple of wires loose, because they call and let you know, hey, we found what the problem was. You should be all good to go. Let us know if you have any more problems. So you got to love local cable companies. They, all the big ones, the Time Warner, the AT&T, which I think now owns Time Warner. We don't do the Dish. Don't like the Dish or the Dish people. But yeah, definitely. Let's see. I'm trying to get one more guy here. Come on, come on. Just adjusting a couple of things. Okay, you're good. Dude, why are you running slow? I know you're a railjet. You're supposed to be running faster, but let's get you going there. Then we got the Czech railjet. Well, welcome, Famille de la Puge. I've got to work on that. Hey, Brian from Angel Share, welcome in. Paul Bottrell, welcome in. La Famille de la Puge. I'm trying to remember G.E. de Puge. De Puge. So let's knight you as well. I'm not declare you a knight at the rhomboid table. But hey, welcome to France. But there, now you're moderating. If you got a channel, you can post it. Yeah, that discussion of the Miracle in R1 was probably the most controversial video I ever did. I got a lot of hate mail from both sides because I wasn't picking a side, although some people accused me of it. I was just saying I wish there was a compromise where we could have some trains at the true 187 scale and still have R1, and both sides, because I wasn't clearly supporting their side, threw me to the other side, and you horrible, horrible person. Uh-oh. We started buffering there for a second. I hit panic mode. Hey, Chris is here. Hi, Chris. Nice to have you. Now I just need my Portuguese guy here, my Spanish guy here, my 2 Belgians, the 3 Dutch, and the 5 Germans. And I'd really feel good. But today I am running 4 Miraclins, a Pico, and a Roco. My railjet here. Let's go to the 11-lane view. By the time I get there, there he goes. That's a Roco railjet. Austrian. And then the blue guy coming down in this view, the blue guy is a Czech railjet. Of course, the IC2 blocks him. And that's a Pico. So yeah, it's late over there. Yeah, I knew I didn't have modeling skills or train knowledge skills to impress people, so I went with humor. The only way I could get myself on camera and doing a show is if I did what I do in my regular life, and that is just act like a fool and hope people appreciate it. Sadly, I know very little French. I knew more than I know now. I've forgotten it over the years. But yeah, I'm a fluent German speaker. Had a little bit of French in 7th grade. And then I took a little bit more French as part of my linguistics degree. U.S. English don't count. Yo, dude, U.S. English is the only English. Because we got rid of all that corruption. We fixed it for you. The problem is, after we fixed it, we turn around and stop paying attention. I don't know. You gotta define forever. To grow a YouTube channel, there are tricks to growing a YouTube channel quickly. If you want to grow a YouTube channel quickly, be doing something specifically trained. Building a layout, working on trains, modeling the trains. Show a step-by-step process. Have a good personality, and it might help to be decent looking. But, there's more to it than that. But if you look at Tristan, if you don't know Tristan, he's Double O'Neill. He started less than a year ago and he's at 5,000, but he had everything going. He broke 1,000 in a couple of months, was at 2,000, was at 3,000, because he has everything the bigger community of model train people would want. First of all, for the UK, he's Double O. He's a young guy. He's good looking. He's well spoken. He's very knowledgeable. Every show he was adding and building and constructing and showing what he was doing. And that's going to draw people in. I'm the exact opposite. I chase away more people than I keep. Because I'm not knowledgeable about trains other than what I can say about Merklin. Hey, Andy is here. Yeah, I knew that one. Je m'appelle Antoine. Je m'appelle Anthony Dawes. And now, the reason my channel is as big as it grew, wherever I'm at, I think I finally stayed over 800 this week. I think I finally, I broke 800 4 times. But it was Merklin. My membership shot up massively when I started doing my Merklin shows. When I was doing my comedy bits as just the model train outsider, I had 200, 250 subscriptions after a year. But I went up to 500 very quickly, 500, 550, once I started doing Merklin, because all the non-Germans want Merklin in English. And, I could go down the list here and say, Ray, I don't know why you're not at 1,000, especially as long as you've been on, for your personality and everything else you do. Hey, Graham is here, and Tyler, Lackawanna Rail fan, is here. Hey, Graham, Leamington Station, nice to see you. Graham is here. But I could go through all of you and say, I don't know why you're not way ahead of me. But my channel exploded with Merklin. Now, I've had a couple of shout-outs from people that helped me. But to be honest, most of the shout-outs, I see a small surge up, and then I see immediate drop. Because people come to this channel and go, oh, this is shit. I don't want to be here. So, hey, David Cook is here. Nice to have you, David. And Paul. And so, for me, the live stream really answered what I wanted, to hang out and talk trains without feeling like an idiot. Or if I feel like an idiot, it's quiet with me. It's not anything else. So I can watch channels here, where you guys can really talk. Like Ray and Jason Jason from the Train Freak. They do operations. Now, I don't do operations. I will never do operations, but I love learning what these guys are doing because it's people that is what they're into with trains. They are so into operations. They're so into operations. I get that enthusiasm from them. I'm watching the 45-minute video, the hour-long video, because I'm like, oh, okay, what are you going to do next? Okay, so you're going to move that car here, and this guy's got to run this to here. I'm trying to learn operations because not that I'm ever going to do it, but because it's so cool to watch. And then if I can watch somebody like Heath experimenting with Z-Scale, or I can watch somebody like Tim, who's Tim from Island Scenics, who is a I say this phrase all the time, Ollie from Mortal Road, who's fantastic with what he does. Hey, by the way, guys, over on the chat bit, let me know, are we still broadcasting pretty good? Because I keep looking down and I see a little red and yellow at times, and I panic after last week. Graham here at Leamington Station. I assume he is going to grow big. Mark from Donegal Station. Donegal Dad, but it is Donegal Station, right? He should grow super, and he has been growing, but he is a fantastic, I love to watch his live stream in the mornings, which I can't do anymore. And his videos on what he's doing is great. And again, I'm paranoid. There are people here. I like to watch the young guys that are into trains, what I wish I had been doing when I was 16 or 17. And, again, I'm going to wind up showing my favorites channel and opening that up because just so you can see, because they're all people I'd recommend. There's a couple of guys that have like 300 subscribers. I'm like, they should have 3,000. If I have 800, they should have 3,000. Everybody in here deserves more subscribers than I have. I'm thrilled, but I'm more thrilled when I get 30 people in the chat here than if I get 900 subscribers. I'm not a subscription chaser, and I don't want to say that to people who are and make that sound art. I'm not trying to get 1,000 subscribers. I'm not trying to get 500 subscribers. I wanted to talk to a few people, and yeah, La Famille de Pouge, La Pouge, that's true. Miracle is expensive, although they have definitely started bringing their price down. But you get quality. But yes, Miracle does that AC. That's why people who love the Miracle quality but don't like the 3-rail, they go to the Tricks and do it in 2-rail. But if you give me a train by Miracle and a train by Roco, I'll go with Miracle. You give me a choice between a Miracle and a Pico, I'll take the Miracle. The Pico will be cheaper, but it'll be more cheaply made, as well as less expensive. Give me that Miracle. And Miracle wasn't always good quality. They struggled in the late 90s, early 2000s. But right now, since I've gotten back into the hobby, their quality is through the roof. Now, Jagendorfer collection, I might consider them better. Brava locomotives, maybe Brava locomotives are better quality, but you also pay more. Hey, Kieran, there you are. Andy Eggenberger, welcome in. Simo is here. Awesome. You guys watch trains. I'll be right back. I needed a drink. Going with orange Fanta instead of my water. Or it's not even orange Fanta, it's Sunkiss Zero. And I just needed something to drink, and this is available. Is this or a Stella Artois beer? It's too early for a beer. Actually, it's after work. It's not too early, but... Well, Tim... yeah, Tim, with your scratch building, you are a master at it. You are great at it. But you got to decide if you like trains, and that's where you should go. I mean, to me, it seems perfect. The trains and the thing you want to build inspires your scratch building. And at least for me, whatever you're building, I'm going to tune in and watch, but I'm also looking to see it as a layout and see it all together. You know, David Williams, who, what's he called now? Scenics? Railway? Something? I forget. He's changed his name so many times in the last year, last 6 months. David Williams. I started watching his channel when he was strictly a diorama builder. He just built dioramas. And it's he's amazing. The problem is he starts one thing and then he doesn't finish it, and he goes on to something else. And finish that, please. Go back and finish that 1/36 scale thing or 1/35 scale thing you were building. It was so cool. I want to see it finish, or finish it and show it. Now see there, and I feel really bad because I have forgotten. Hey, Peter's here. Guten Abend, or ahoy, or whichever one works best for you. You're in Germany. If you're in Bavaria, grüß Gott. So, Oj says, I just cleaned and oiled and put new brushes and traction. See, that's the other thing I love. These guys that got these old trains, whether it's old Triang from the UK, from the 30s, 40s, 50s, the old Merklins, 50s and 60s that you're restoring and running. The craftsmanship, especially for that era when the technology wasn't so computerized, it's amazing. And I love to watch that stuff. Because I studied Märklin once I got into Märklin trains the accidental way. Whoops, I probably should have moved this, but somebody's coming in now. There we go, the IC E2 going through the station. Now is this the end where the light doesn't work? Yeah, the lights are out on that back end. That's one thing, would everything light up and work? Let's have a little fun here, although I'm running the wrong vehicles to do this. Hang on a second. I'm really running the wrong trains. I don't have many of my light up trains running right now. But I did want to show you this because I've never had a way to show this to you before. Oh, there is one problem with it, which I'll discuss in a minute. But there goes the shaky hands. Hang on with me here. How well can I do this? Oh, there it goes over. I'll tell you what, I'm going to stop this for a second. I'm trying to show you something with a camera and I can't reach without leaning heavily over the table. And I'm trying to get the wire to stay there and yet not trip trains. Okay, I don't know how well you can see that street view. I don't know how well you guys can see that. But you guys have never really seen that, and this is as close as I can get it. That is my Delmenhorst bus station, and I don't know if you can see the signs working. But the bus line and train line signs for the bus, that's what those little lights in the foreground are. I've never been able to show that during a live stream. I put those in about a year ago, but there is one little problem with them now. Over it goes. Let's see if I can get them in closer and closer and closer and closer. Okay, maybe now you can see him a little better. Okay, let me change the screen before y'all get sick. Whoops, sorry about that. Hit the wrong button. Whoop. Oh, I bumped you off while I was leaning over, didn't I? Let me turn the lights back on while I do this. Don't mind me just being stupid. Okay, which one did I knock off? You, right there. Are we good? Okay. So that is my Delmenhorst bus station. Now, when it's working, now it lights up. When it's working, it actually gives me live bus departure and train departure times for the Delmenhorst station. It feeds into an internet signal that reads the actual Delmenhorst train station. The negative, it's not working right now because I changed computers and it needs to be Wi-Fi'd. I have to plug them into the new computer and reset them up, and the program is on the other computer, and I have to have them on this computer to operate it. And I have to pay a second license fee from the creator to get it on this computer, which I just need to do. So anyhow, that was me messing around. guys were talking Maryland, and I've missed a lot of chat. No, and for me, that's just it. My dad gave me a model train set when I was 7 years old. 6 or 7. 1969, I would have been 6. My father gave me it 1969. Maybe it was 1970. And it meant nothing to me. I mean, it was a Christmas gift, but I had no connection to trains. I built a circle of track and nothing clicked. I don't know why it clicked for other people then. What made model trains click for me was in my 40s, starting to go to Germany every June with students and riding the train system. And then I was like, oh wow, I love this train system. I'd love to see this train running at home. And then 6 years ago I started. Well, 5.5 years ago I started. Okay, so you're in Bayern. So you're from Czechia, but you're in Bayern. Okay. Hey, John from Mystic Southern Railway is here. I'll turn the lights out again later and when I'm not trying to mess, but I wanted to show everybody that. But yeah, so it was going to Germany at my first trip was I was 40, and about 15 years of riding the trains in Germany with my students. It was just so easy, great. I wanted, and everybody knows the story who's been here before. I wanted to recreate the German train system in my classroom. I bought a Maryland ICE 3 because that's the train I wanted. And Joy said, it's too good. Why don't you build yourself a little layout and keep that one home and get a real cheap train to go in your classroom, which is the ICE 2 running around here because that was cheaper. But, to go back to one more point, and hello, Ink Rails, if I didn't say hello. I think I did, but just in case. When I got into trains 5 years ago, everybody was saying Maryland, for German trains, Maryland was the best. I mean, now, I've got this Roco Railjet, and I love this bad boy right here. I love my Roco Railjet coming through there. Well, there. Stupid mirror camera, it throws me off. My old reverse view. Usually I don't even run freight. If you look, I'm about just how many trains can I be running? If there's a way I could squeeze a 7th train running, I probably would. And yes, there is a way, but it would change what I am trying to do over here. Well, I'm going to be retiring in another year and a half. Actually, a year and 3 months. 15 months and I retire. Oh, Dave from Conismore is here. Hi, Dave. Nice to have you. David. I don't know if you prefer Dave or David or don't care. But since you tend to go by David in your other identity, I should say David. Always a welcome visit from one of the stars. Hope you're loving that amazing shed you built up. I did mine the hard way, built it all from scratch, but my shed is just a little 8x8 shed, not for trains. That's a really cool shed you got put up there. That is really cool. I love how it came in sections that you could put it up like that. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I didn't put this camera back where he belongs. All right. Well, it's about that time that some of you dread and some of you look forward to. Now, I'm going to do 2 episodes here. I'm going to play last week's episode because of all the dropping and everything. Now, most of you said it actually played all right, but when I watch it on replay, one of the reasons I deleted it. Now, most of you have probably seen it, but I'm going to play it to set up. So I'm going to play episode 6 and then go straight into episode 7 of Matt Clark. This is, for those of you who might be new to this channel, I do all sorts of silly things besides run my trains and babble and let everybody else talk. So I'm going to do episode 6 first. That's the one that I was playing last week. I am going to play that one again. And then for those of you who like Daisy, I'll let you know she's back in episode 7. So don't go too far if you've already developed the Daisy fetish. And no, I'm not talking flowers. Although deflowering, never mind. Don't go there. Let's go on to last week's replay. I apologize for those of you who hate the replays, because yes, I know it's posted and you probably saw it there, but yeah, enough babbling. If you guys don't know, I'm doing a cartoon, very stupid cartoon called Matt Clark, Railroad Detective. It's actually based on an actual late 50s, early 60s serial TV show called Matt Clark, Railroad Detective. I've just taken it and crapped all over the memory of the actors who did it. So let's go. I think it's this one.
To set up that part of the plan. Now I need you to go to the miner's post to get 4 cases of dynamite. I have a guy on the inside. Go to the training post and ask for Sam Juan.
Okay, boss. I can do it. So who should I ask for?
Sam Juan.
Yeah, but I need his name, don't I?
Oh, stop! I told you! Ask the clerk for Sam Juan.
Just anyone, boss?
No, you idiot! I need you to talk to Sam Juan.
Right, boss. But who?
Ow! Stop! Sam Juan, Annie Juan's brother.
You want me just to ask for anyone's brother?
Oh, stop, boss! Stop! No, you buffalo turd! It's Sam, Annie's brother.
Okay, boss, I get it. I'll be back shortly.
Ow!
What? What I do now?
Don't you ever call me Shorty.
I said I would be back shortly.
Oh, sorry. Now hurry up and get going then.
Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, I'm looking for San Juan.
Well, I'm someone. What you need?
You are San Juan?
Well, I like to think of myself as someone. I'm not a nobody.
So you are San Juan?
Yes, I am someone. You can call me One-Armed Sal.
So you're not San Juan?
Why? Because I'm missing an arm, I'm not a someone?
No, I'm looking for a gentleman named Sam. Sam Juan.
Oh, you want Sam? Let me get him. Hey, Sam! Somebody's here to see you. Can I help you, sir?
Yes, I'm here to pick up 4 cases of dynamite you have for a friend.
And just who are you?
I'm Bill. A mutual friend sent me to pick up some dynamite you're holding for him.
Look, I don't have any friends. Now, who sent you?
He'd prefer his name not be spoken. He said you'd know. He ordered some dynamite from you, and I'm here to pick it up.
Look, I got dynamite waiting for lots of people. Miners, ranchers, fishermen, criminals. So I need your name, or you don't get no bang, understood? Hey, Sal! I told you not to play catch with the nitroglycerin bottles like that. That's how you lost your left arm. Oh, man.
Look, my boss doesn't want people to know he's out and about. You know what I mean? Now, he said you had some dynamite for him and asked me to pick it up.
I don't care. I have miners blowing up 3 tunnels up the road. I have 6 large tree roots to be removed from a couple of ranches. There's a 4th of July party out in Talos. And the Papas and the Mamas gang has 2 banks to rob. I need a name.
Well, he's a kid. You get me?
Wait, you want me to get dynamite for a kid? This stuff is dangerous. What kind of an idiot are you?
No, he's little. Kid. You know what I mean?
A little kid? That's even worse. What kind of a maniac are you? Dynamite for a little kid.
No, damn it. The dynamite is not for a kid. It's for the kid. Don't you understand?
Look, I don't care which of your kids it's for. I ain't giving no dynamite to underage folks.
Look, it's for your sister Annie and a friend.
Hey, you want me to give dynamite to a kid while he's with my sister? Mister, whose order are you here for? Give me a name or get out. Damn it, Sal, that's not funny.
Oh, God. Look, you had an order for 4 cases of level 5 TNT. You have 4 cases over there. You knew someone was coming for it. That's me.
Look, I don't give no dynamite without a name and signature, you understand?
Oh, fine. I'm here to get dynamite for Bobby the freaking kid. All right? It's the dynamite you were holding for Bobby the kid. Now give it to me.
Hey, quiet, you idiot. Bobby doesn't want folks to know he's out, and you're shouting his name? Where did he get you from, a mental asylum?
Can you just load the dynamite on the wagon and let me get out of here?
Wow, Bobby must be hurting for men to hire a clown like you, shouting his name all over the place.
Ooh.
Hey, Sal! I told you to stop tossing those jars! It's about time you got back here. What took you so long?
Well, there was a line.
So how is my brother Sam, Bill?
He was good. Yeah, he was doing great. Just doing really well. Really helpful. Very helpful he was.
Good. As soon as this caper is done, I want to head up there and see him. It's been a couple of years. He was such a great brother. Looked after me after Pa was gone down.
Well, I hope you get your chance someday.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. Well, I mean, dynamite's explosive, dangerous job. Anything could happen.
Wait. What? Hold on. Sam is always careful.
All right, shut up, both of you. We need to get this dynamite up Nellie's Pass tonight.
So are you gonna blow the tracks to stop the Black Mamba?
No, I'm going to blow up the Black Mamba. As soon as it starts going up Nellie's Pass, the Black Mamba is going to explode.
The whole train?
Yes, sirree. And with it will go Sheriff Dan and Mayor Sumbish and Matt Clark.
What about the robbery? We can't rob a blown up train, can we?
Don't worry about that. That's the part of the plan you don't need to worry about yet. Now take the wagon and let's ride.
Okay, so that was the episode I was trying to play last week amid all the chaos, just in case. To answer a couple of quick questions before I go on to the next one, John at Mystic Southern, what comedies didn't I watch? Oh my God, Marx Brothers. The Abbott and Costello are still my favorites. Never liked Laurel and Hardy, but loved very early Martin Lewis until it became more about Jerry, and then Jerry just grates on me. Jerry Lewis. George Carlin as a stand-up comedian. The early Mel Brooks movies that were so awesome. British comedy, Monty Python, Through the Young Ones, all the British comedy of that time. Morecambe and Wise. Just heavy influence. There was a radio group called Hudson and Landry from Los Angeles radio that used to do comedy albums in the 70s. If you want to know who I probably am most ripping off doing this, Google Hudson and Landry and their routines about the old prospector. I seriously doubt any American here remembers Hudson and Landry. I would be thrilled if one of my fellow Americans remembers the old Los Angeles comedic radio DJs, Hudson and Landry, and their comedy albums back in the 70s. If not, Google them. They were hilarious. Okay, So anyhow, and no, David, I don't own a cowboy hat. Sorry. I should probably get one. Don't even own a 6-shooter. Well, gun-wise. Okay, so now the new episode, the follow-up to that episode. So, here is episode 7.
Excuse me, miss, but is that watered down?
No, sir. This whiskey is straight from the bottle. No tricks.
No. Is the bartender over there named Walter Down?
Why, yes. Yes, he is.
Thank you. Excuse me, good sir. My dear barkeep.
What can I get you? Whiskey? Gin? Beer?
No, thank you. I don't drink.
Could you use a cigarette? I'm selling them for 10 a nickel. I rolled them myself. I learned how from a gentleman from Jamaica.
No, thank you. I don't smoke.
Don't drink? Don't smoke?
What do you do? Are you some kind of goody two-shoes?
Hardly. I just don't like to cloud my senses in a world that is dog-eat-dog.
Well, I just serve alcohol, you stranger. So maybe you should stop wasting my time and mosey on elsewhere.
Well, I do not mean to waste your time. I was just kidding around. I like to kid a lot, if you catch my meaning, sir.
Who are you?
I'm a friend of a friend, but you don't know me. You can call me Don D.
And, who is this friend we share? And why isn't he here?
Well, he is a little short of cash, so he didn't think he should show himself here personally, if you understand that type.
Your friend sounds interesting, stranger. Anyone I might know?
Perhaps we should talk privately, Mr. Down.
No. Daisy here is also a friend of our friend. I believe you have a note for me?
Indeed, it is right here, sir. I assume you have a way to read the code?
Yeah, I do. I will be right back.
So, what can Walter get you to drink?
Well, I have a fetish for coffee and a fetish for tea, but I will have 4 fingers of your best Irish whiskey.
He can't do that, sir.
And why not, pray tell?
He's only got 3 fingers on his non-pouring hand.
Well, Daisy, I think we have some work ahead of us tonight. Here, read this.
Hello, Walter. How about some glasses and a bottle of Kentucky's finest?
Sure thing, Mayor. How are you today?
Well, I'm doing just fine. How are you, Mr. Down?
Well, I could complain, but nobody would listen. Hello, Diesel Dan. Nice to have you here, too. How are you?
Well, I'm real good. Looking forward to doing some train driving this week. Excuse me, mate. You say your name is Don?
Yes, sir. Dan DeSalle, but everyone calls me Diesel Dan.
My name is Don, too. Don D. I'm from England. Why do they call you Diesel Dan?
Why, the girls at the Itchy Crash Club gave him that name. I don't know why, though, but it started there. Smokey. They always wave and smile at him when they say it. Now everybody calls him that.
Now, Smokey, that's enough.
I asked the girls, they just giggle. I asked my parents, and they said to stop asking questions. Now, Smokey, I know, we need to talk.
Smokey, you need to run along now. Find some kids to play with.
Ah, shucks. Nobody ever tells me anything. Smokey, you're too young. Smokey, go play with the kids for a while. Smokey, here's a quarter. Go to the candy store for a bit. Smokey, what are you doing staring through that window? Smokey, what are you doing with this underwear in your drawer?
So, did I understand you work on the trains?
Indeed I do. In fact, I will be driving the famous Black Mamba from Big Gulch to Paradise City when it arrives here tomorrow morning.
The Black Mamba, you say? I've never heard of it.
Never heard of the Black Mamba? The greatest locomotive ever created. A thing of beauty. You get behind one of those and you just feel it throbbing and thrusting. Just makes you want to plow through anything.
It sounds impressive. We have quite a few great locomotives back in England.
I can't believe you Yanks could best one of our greats. Why, sir, the Black Mamba has no equal. It makes men avert their eyes and makes the women scream. I should dearly like to see this monster if I could. Well, as you heard, it is arriving here tomorrow. Then you will see it is no myth. There is nothing like a Black Mamba to make you feel like a man. Well, of course, seeing it would definitely be impressive. But I say, I'm quite wondering what it would be like to be behind one pushing it forward, if you know what I mean. You don't think I could come aboard and see how it works behind the hands of a pro?
Well, I guess I don't see why not. We've done it before. I will say there's nothing like riding a Black Mamba. Be here tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. and I will give you a tour and set you up.
Oh, that would be great, mate. I really appreciate the kindness. I look forward to it. Well, you could join us all later for the show here tonight. Ms. Nancy McGill is performing again. It is a show not to be missed.
Two right there, Mr. Mayor. Nancy is the greatest.
I'll say again, I look forward to it. And tonight sounds awesome. And tomorrow will be a blast. No, that is not a picture of me, Tim, although I will admit he actually looks a bit like me when I was that age. I don't have access to any pictures when I was that young. No, it is not a picture of me. It's just a random picture I picked up off of Google image search. Hello, Cameron S. Welcome in. Cameron, this is, I guess, your first time to my channel. I just run trains. If you're looking for a serious train channel, no, I run trains and I show stupid cartoons and comic stuff I make up and babble. So just in case you decide you ever want to come back, we will knight you too, Cameron.
I now declare you knight of the Rhomboid table.
Well, I appreciate you guys saying it gets better. I think I'm happy with all the scenes. I mean, if I'm not laughing, I'm not putting it in. And then I run it by Joyce. And there are laughs from Joyce that I know it has to go in, and laughs by Joyce where I'm like, yeah, maybe I need to work it. Because if I can make Joyce laugh, I know it's a winner of a joke. And then it's not just whether Joyce laughs. There are certain types of humor that there's a certain reaction I want from Joyce, like almost a groan or a rolled eyes, and then I know it's exactly what I wanted. Well, seriously, scenes 5, 6, and 7 are where the plot is now revealed. You know, I have to scale back a little on the comedy to make sure the plot comes out. So in episode 4, you heard Matt Clark's plan, but the plan really wasn't that big a plan. We don't really know what Matt Clark is completely up to, and it was all the jokes about the map. You know, that very obscene map. Although there are some people who still don't get the jokes about that. Some people just don't understand what's funny about a black mamba up Nellie's Pass. And maybe nothing's funny about that, but I think it's funny. But then I have the humor mentality of a 12-year-old. But yes, those of you who were commenting on that, yeah, if you pay attention to Smokey's rants, they're getting wilder, and he's not done. I mean, I was not making Smokey to be disliked. But there is a backstory to Smokey that I need to write someday. There is a story just on Smokey. Cowboy asked me to help him round up 20 cows. I said, sure, it's 20 cows. Famille de la Bouge, I oil them every about 10 to 20 hours if I'm on, because that's what Miraculin recommends, that you oil them about every 10 to 20 hours of running time. So some of them get oiled about once a month, others get oiled once every 3 months, just depends on which ones get run. They all got a good oiling in the end of January. But also, my trains run for about 2 hours during the live stream, give or take 20 minutes. But that's the only time they run. Right now, I only run my trains during the live streams. I'm not running them at other times. But yeah, I would say 10 to 20 hours is about when I oil them. Which stories? The cowboy story I've been running? This is me totally. This is my sense of humor. I've been doing this stuff since I was 12 years old. Writing joke songs and turning any situation, no matter how serious, into humor. I can have a very dark and twisted sense of humor, which is probably coming out in Smokey. None of these characters are based on real people. A lot of times TV shows, comedies, comedians base their characters on real people. I'm basing them on exaggerations of exaggerations. Dan D is obviously Adam Ant, and I'm doing a bad Ringo accent. And his whole point, other than he's one of the bad guys, is how many Adam Ant song references can I get? Because there are some in there. You got to be a true Adam and the Ants. Like, you really got to know your Adam and the Ant songs to get the joke about fetish for coffee and fetish for tea, because it's from my favorite Adam and the Ant song. I've got the fetish for coffee. I've got the fetish for tea. I got the fetish for tea. I use Miraculin oil. And that's why I don't build models anymore. That's why I'm not even scratch building anymore. I can't hold something like that without... It's frustrating. Hey, John, thank you. Thank you very much. Mystic Southern Railway. Always thrilled when you come in. Hey, Joel, how are you? I'm doing better now. I've had a couple of rough weeks here where a lot of things have been aggravating me, and that's the problem. For those of you that are enjoying the Matt Clark series, as of right now, I have nothing more written. That's a lie. I've got scripts written. Not scripts. I've got outlines written. But I have not tried to write any more of the story other than earlier this week, I spent about an hour starting to write the next scene. Because I got to be in a mood. I got to be in a very off-the-wall, good mood to write that kind of stuff. And the last 2 weeks I have not been in that kind of a mood. I have not been in the mood to. And, yeah. So, you guys have been hearing me say, I've got 7 scenes done, I got 7 scenes done. And I haven't done anything since. The last 3 weeks, I have not really written. Other than I've written an outline of, I know where the story's going to go. I haven't decided exactly on the ending, but I know what the base ending is, the base plot. But scene 8 has been very problematic to write because it's the next scene, and I'm just not finding the jokes I want to go in it, although I finally got the first half of the scene done. So I'm hoping, yes, Christian Dior, my favorite song. Yes, inked rails. Someday I am going to have everything done. But that's my infamous word, someday. Someday may be in 5-6 years. Yes, eventually I will have full scenics. I'm not going to have hills and mountains. I might even put a tunnel back here. I might put a, I might put a tunnel right here just for a scenic break, because there is a tunnel between Delmenhorst and Hanover. But yes, someday I will have scenics over everything. I just, I have things in the back of my head that I might want to change on this side of the layout. And I can't build, I mean, you guys are seeing this, right? You're seeing I'm holding up that oil bottle, or I pick up this one camera to move it, and I'm shaking all over. I can't build models anymore. I can't do wiring anymore. Oh, Joel, I'm sorry to hear that. My grandfather Dodge passed away in 1977, and if I sit here and think about it, I'll still cry. 43 years ago. And I miss my grandfather Dodge to this day. I miss that. So, yeah, I will eventually have this all covered in scenery and trees and buildings, but I'm trying to get into 3D printing. That's all that orange stuff there, 3D printed buildings, and I'll probably paint those over spring break. I've got to rewire my Fowler car system. But, so I just really, I think not a whole lot more is going to be done for the next 15 months. Other than I will start really seriously working on the Delmenhorst side. I'm really going to put a, well, there's a train coming in, what the heck. I want to smooth out that little crack where I joined the two sections together on Delmenhorst. Because if you were ever in this house, my train station is my pride and joy. That is 100% scratch built, no kit, other than the light post. The light posts are some Wiesmann lighting. But, and then of course I didn't make the people on it. But that's all 100%. Yeah, Famille de la Pouge. Yeah, that is 100% accurate Delmenhorst City train station. That is 100% accurate of the Delmenhorst train station. I don't know if I could easily get the view. But this will eventually be the city of Delmenhorst. But the bus and the train station are 100% accurate to the actual Delmenhorst. No, Rome was not built in a day, but I need to, watching everybody else building their layouts, I really do want to get mine going, but I just know I can't do some of the things I want to do, or I really need to wait till vacation time when I'm not working, because I really need to focus on it, because usually I'll start 7 in the morning and work until 10 o'clock at night when I'm working on the layout. And I can't be thinking about other stuff. That's why I couldn't even build it live streaming. Yep, Delmenhorst. But I started off with just wanting to get the trains that I ride on in Germany, and Yeah, on my Facebook page, you'd have to go back a bit. There are pictures of my station side by side with pictures of the Dumb and Horse station, and I am proud. I will go egomaniac about that. I am thrilled with how my Dumb and Horse station came out. Oh, langsamer. Ich habe es schon weiter nach oben buchstabiert. Ja, genau, Delmenhorst. Als Amerikaner und als Deutscher spreche ich schnell. As an American and a German, I talk fast. Oh, I do that too, Cameron. I see, that's the thing, I have rebuilt pretty much every room in this house. The only thing I haven't rebuilt in this house is the actual infrastructure. Except down here in the basement, I did that too. Where I did it myself with the help of Joyce and my kids. Wiring, plumbing, electrical, drywalling, painting, I do it all myself. And people will come in and say, wow, you did a nice job on this. And all I see are my errors. I see the things I'm trying to hide that I screwed up. And everybody else, oh, you did a great job. It's with my station. I see all the errors. I see the little bits where the glue didn't go right or where the sticker didn't apply right. Nobody else sees that, but I see it. I see all the little errors. Ja, ich kann langsamer sprechen. But I will try to speak more slowly. It happened as a kid when I was in school. I developed it. I rarely talked, and when I did, it poured out at 100 miles an hour. Because there was so much in my head I wanted to say, but felt I should only say so much. And it just was like a dam breaking. So whenever I talk, I still talk at 100 miles an hour. Hi, Nancy. Well, I mean, we're not as cold as British Columbia, but I've never had an issue with the American oil. I think the biggest thing is just make sure you run the trains. That's why my IC2 is getting a couple of run-ins this week, because he hasn't run in months and he's going off to California. But, you know, I also have two or three attitudes when I'm building. One is I need to build this and make it right, perfect, which was the attitude I took from my station and bus. Some of the buildings, I just need to put this together. Nobody's going to see this side of it, so who cares if it's a little wonky. But my thing is, I had Bavarian grandparents on one side who taught me Bavarian accents. Then I had a Prussian aunt who taught me Prussian. But I really took off with the, you know, it's like if I go to parts of northern Germany, they know I'm an American. But other parts of Germany, like along the Rhine and in the south, you know, the big cities in the north. But if I'm in Berlin, people ask me where I'm from in Germany. They don't ask me if I'm an American. They ask me where I'm from. I have enjoyed talking to people in Berlin in front of my students, and then all of a sudden one of my students will ask a question in English, and I'll turn around and answer my student in English, and the Germans I'm talking to go, wow, you have a great American accent. I say, no, I'm an American. And they're like, oh, your German's awesome. And, but then there are other parts of Germany where they're like, oh, your accent is horrible. And then Bavaria, they'll ask me, where are you from in Germany? Are you from the Rhine? And then if they find out I speak English, they ask me if I'm from England. They always assume I'm from England. So anyhow, yeah, Nancy, I don't see why it wouldn't work in cold climate. I mean, I'm almost like an adult shop here with the adult humor, but I have all kinds of oils. My trains get all kinds of oil treatments. For example, I've got XL Rail Conditioner, which I also will occasionally, I will put this on the contacts between my trains. I have Conducta Lube, which I also will put on, I use this more, put this on Conducta Lube. This is when you got contacts on current conducting couplers, CCC, current conducting couplers, which a lot of Americans apparently aren't familiar with. But Märklin and a lot of the the German companies, they run their current through the couplers. And they have a couple of different kinds. So these are, I think they're called telex couplers, okay? I'm still learning. These are called telex couplers. Let me get that on the camera. Focus, focus. There we go. Come on. So these are your standard telex. Well, I shouldn't say standard, but I think these are called telex couplers. You guys correct me. And if you see, they have a little brass clip that goes all the way down. Come on. There we go. Not brass, copper. They have a little copper or brass in them, and they run the current from the locomotive or a particular car that's running the power, and the digital signals and the electrical, the light the lights up and everything, go through those couplers. So, you know, they'll couple together, grab onto each other and lock in, and then you get your contact. And then the blade here fits up under the, fits to a contact on the bottom plate of the car, and that's how they run it. Now the other coupler they do is basically the pin, you know, like a decoder, where the front end of one is a 5-pin male, and then the next one. And like my Roco Railjet and my ICE3 are set up that way. They are computer pin sets. But am I right? Are those telex? See, I can't keep it straight. I mean, I just call them Märklin connectors, although there's variations of them everywhere. Now, the thing is, I don't think Märklin needs that much oiling. Like I said, they said 20. Märklin recommends 20 to 40 hours. I've been saying 10 to 20. They recommend 20 to 40 hours of use. But because I run my trains a lot, I oil them more in the 10 to 20. But Märklin has all kinds of couplers, many of which annoy the crap out of me. I took them off my Rheingold steamers. So let's have a little bit more fun again with the different cameras. So let's see, station view. Now, for those of you who are here the first time, my station actually has announcements coming out of speakers built into the roof of the canopies. If you have not heard me talk about that before, I have announcements that come through. You can go to my cab ride video that I put up a couple of weeks ago and see that demonstrated. But I have speakers in the roof. And that's just the camera adjusting to the extra lights. But I mean, if you look up at the bus station, you can kind of see the bus line signs working, except right now they're frozen on setup because I've got to get the setup out there. I got to talk to Dale Schultz and see if he'll slide me a new setup. Because I have to reset those things up so that they're back in line with the buses. So let's see, that was that one. See, a couple of my trains don't light up. This is better when I have all my light up trains. Oh. Darn it, that camera's fuzzy now. Hey, Peter, that's a great question. Miraklin every now and then does make true 187, especially with older stock, you know, where the cars were shorter to begin with. Oh, that's not up. Well, that's actually kind of a cool view. But that's what led to me doing my video about Miraklin as a getting rid of the R1 or not. But that's a little bit of my world lit up. I'm holding it upside down. Woo, there you go. Yeah, I really need to get one that can really zoom here. Up there, you can actually see inside the station is all lit up too. Now let me change this before I move it again. Where am I at? Where am I at? Where am I at? Come on. Up here. All right. Woo. Come on. There. So that was a little bit of the nighttime view on my layout. I think it looks better in the dark. Okay. Sorry about that. Just plugging things in. Okay. Hey, Ray. Thanks for coming in. I have not been watching the chat to see if anybody's asked me questions. But yeah, just feel free to ask me about anything you think I should know or don't know, or... You never miss anything here, Heath, as you are fond of saying. You didn't miss anything. Let's go that way. What? Whew. Sorry about that. Quick step away, step away. I've got a crap load of model buildings over here I still got to build. Oh, this whole point of this camera was so I could be mobile and take you around and show you things. But I still have to build this big guy here. And there's one above him. And then a bunch of these guys in here. I've got a ton of model buildings that the one was a Christmas gift 2 years ago and I haven't built it yet because A, I need time, and B, I need new hands. Come on. There you go. Boy, I bumped that line. It tips that. That thing is so balanced. Wait, what are we blaming Heath for? Oh. Yeah, I'm running at 1080 60 right now. Yeah, they came out, you know, I was talking to you Sunday. They came out Sunday, Heath, our cable provider, and they had told me already, oh yeah, you got something's wrong in the area. You're just the first one to bring it to our attention. So yeah, they had 4 trucks going through the neighborhood, at least 4 trucks going through the neighborhood Monday, Tuesday, stopping, checking everything, going up, moving it. And I guess they were looking at things, making sure, and then moving on to the next spot to make sure the signal was good. Because yeah, I've been running at full 10 here all day. Yeah, I was showing lubes at one time. Yeah, all the things. I got distracted. But yeah, so don't get excited, guys. Easy Lube. No, Track and Rail. Rail and Road Track Cleaner. Bachman's Easy Lube. They really need to change the name. I'm just saying. Just saying. Some fool might, you know, I guess if you read the small print. Honey, go to the store and get some Easy Lube. All right, baby. And then all of a sudden he's turned her into a rail track. Oops. So yeah, I have all kinds of oils for my trains and tracks and yeah. And some of that's because when I started getting into the model trains, every friend said, oh, no, don't use that stuff, use this stuff. So I'd go buy that stuff and somebody else, don't use that stuff, use this stuff. So now my attitude is for my Miraklin trains and my other trains, I use Miraklin. If the company that makes the model train says use this stuff, I use that stuff. Hello, Warwick Road Andy. Long time no see. Nice to have you here, sir. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Yeah, we're still running 24 today. I haven't been looking at how many people are in. When I'm on my phone, the number's right there. The way I've got my screen set up here with just the chat, it doesn't tell me how many people are actually in the chat. If I were to move the screen, it would, but I like to see what I'm showing. So what you're seeing is what I'm seeing. Exactly. Oh, I need a shave again. Yeah, my problem is that sounds like a different type of lube that you would use the other way, which would be worse. It would screw up your trains, but going the other way would be worse. Well, hello, Hot Rod Rodney. Wow, only 19 likes today. Oh well. I think I topped out at 28 people today. Haven't broken the 30 in a couple of weeks. Ah well. See, the nice thing for me looking at UK trains, see, I didn't know that, Ed. I'm from Toledo. We don't surf in Toledo, so I don't know anything. I know what a surfboard is. But, you know, as an American who watches probably 2/3 of my subscribed channels are UK train channels. The nice thing is not having grown up in the UK is I don't have a bias. Everybody's got a bias there, like they hate the modern era, they hate this, because they have memories of other things besides just the trains. This train's ugly, that train's not. I just look at the liveries and go, oh, those are cool. I don't have a preference for certain type of steam locomotives. I mean, I will admit, I think the A4s are awesome looking. There's a German version similar in shape, those whatever they called that design, where they enclose the tank. Hey, Jerry Sats, how are you? If Chris is here, he's asleep. No, see, there you go, Ed. Mayor Sumbish doesn't have a wife. He's been married to his job. And that's going to play into the plot. That is already scripted. In fact, that is in the next scene. But yeah, Mayor Sumbish never got married. somebody's here. It's an obstacle course to get here. Oh, God darn it, I hit that wire and I knocked this camera all over. Look. Okay, well, you can look at that camera and talk because you usually look there to read the chat and then you'll be looking on it. That's
Hey,
what,
everybody!
there. Well, now you can read and you'll have the mic. You'll have the mic here. I'm the one who will be in profile because I couldn't set it up that way. No, I'd have to try to split the screen with you. I mean, I can move this over and then we'd both be looking at it. But it doesn't work that way.
Oh, it's Wonder Woman. What have you been saying?
I know. You just gave it away, not me.
I was curious.
They know. Well, we did talk about my thing for Linda Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get my own camera. How about that? Yippee.
Tell them how old you are. How old are you, dear?
I will be 55 in May. Yes, I love that little boy so dearly, 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 dearly.
Yeah. See here, I look at that camera, you look at that camera, it looks like we're,
Looking at each other.
yeah, looks like we're together as a couple.
Yeah, I could be still in my room or something.
Well, yeah, you should be used to this now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I try not to look sideways. Damn, that's a stupid dude. You got no chin.
See, my camera is reversed. Is your camera reversed? No. Your camera is proper.
Is it?
No, you're reversed too.
I
Okay.
really assume so.
So it totally throws everything off.
Yeah, it does. Gosh, was oh, thank you.
Yeah, new gentleman from France today.
Okay, La Fougère. I murdered that. I apologize.
Famille
I
de la
apologize.
Fuge.
You were gonna
La
guess
Fuge,
21.
La Fuge.
Yeah, there's way too much, in the face nowadays. I can't get away with 21 anymore, but my saying always is hair dye is a wonderful thing. Get a little gray in that?
No, it's okay.
I probably am. It's about time. I got 2 weeks. I get touched up again.
Indeed. Yeah, I probably should flip those around.
Oh, yeah, I know. He'll grow up and,
But that would be the reverse of what you guys see anyhow. But yeah.
yeah, I was watching the kids are back in school, half. Followed a first grader and just thought, oh my God, Kyan is going to be that big before I could blink. He walked down the hall like he meant business. Which I thought was very funny. I admired his mask. He didn't care. Oh. Second?
There we go. Well, I'm trying to get the one to.
He's trying.
It's just angling them right. See, I had it set up the other way.
Well, actually it's gray. Or is it for, oh, the blue. Yeah.
See if I do that, I gotta do it the other way.
Oh, okay. I was thinking a different way, but yeah. It's, oh. I wouldn't think you love your grandchildren more than your children. It's just that it's a different relationship, and it's love magnified.
Yeah, I'll work on it later. The problem is the angle on the cameras is off.
Yeah, so that's better. The main
You're
one.
like, yeah, this
Yeah,
one.
that's better.
Now I can look at you and look at you, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Why are you showing us? Show the trains. These guys came for trains.
They came for Daisy.
But Daisy.
That wasn't Daisy
That
either.
wasn't Daisy.
No, Daisy doesn't.
Would you like some?
There, now you're getting it. Now you're doing. Yeah, you're warming up to Daisy.
Would you like some coffee or tea, gentlemen? Coffee, tea on me.
Oh God.
Oh, come on. Everybody knows that one.
No, nowadays it's latte, cappuccino, or espresso. You know.
Latte, cappuccino. Or you? It doesn't quite work that way. No, it didn't.
No, I mean, when it comes to family, your kids and their kids, you can't say what. It's a different love, but love is either love or it's not love. There's no, I love this more. You like something more.
It just fills your heart more. That's always my feeling.
Because in some ways, it's the opposite. I love my grandson. I think it's awesome.
Oh, you most
Do I love my grandson differently than my own children? A little bit.
Yeah, there's a different relationship is all. Yeah, La Bouge, you're not in the U.S. You know, a lot of people aren't these days. So, it's a reference for me.
And Chris just woke up and said, voice of an angel.
Oh, hi, Chris. Delusional that you are. But I should take my fans, I know.
Well, I do declare.
Yeah,
No, not that. I do declare.
I do declare.
I'm getting the vapors.
The vapors from all that, but all those compliments.
Of course I am French. Why do you think I have this outrageous accent?
Why is Hot Rod Rodney not blue?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is Hot Rod Rodney's first visit, as far as I know.
Oh, hi, Hot Rod Rodney.
Yeah. If you're new to the channel, I just run my trains and we talk nonsense, and occasionally I show one of my silly creations, my cartoons or my songs. I've got to get writing because that was it. That was episode 7 today.
We gotta get recording.
That was episode 7 today. I gotta get creating again, so I'm hoping to have episode 8 filmed. Because I think I know where I'm going with episode 9. I mean, I know where I'm going, but I need to fill it.
Right.
Episode 9 is the nightclub scene.
Don't forget to hit the like button, gentlemen. And ladies, if they're in here.
No, Jackie did not come in with Lee.
Okay?
Lee was here.
All right. You actually have some light. You're further north than us, I believe. About
Who?
Chris says it's dark out. They said that more north than we
Yes,
are.
they
We have-
are much further north.
We have sun, I think, for another almost a half an hour now.
Well, Rodney, we have to night you.
I might have put you and I put the wrong way table.
Oh, he's watched. He wasn't in the chat.
Well,
Oh, so you understand the insanity. That's nice.
well, if you want to advertise your channel or throw a link to something you think is worth watching, that's why everybody's got the blue spanner of destiny.
And now the train.
I now declare you knight at the round blade table.
Round boy.
It's not quite Madame Love.
No, it's not
Madame
quite.
Love.
Did she make fours?
Yeah, that's what it was. I mentioned 8-4s and Chris woke up.
What?
Santa, is that you? 8-4s, Santa?
Santa. Now, Anthony's very inclusive, and that extends to his wife, Dee. So, he's a nice guy, you know?
It is
Oh,
5:17 here, Eastern United States time.
I think it should be 11:17.
So, well, yeah, well.
No, they lost 17 minutes.
There we go.
Military forum, yeah. Yeah, you have a lot of, besides the Brits, you've got a lot of East Coasters out here.
It's 11 o'clock in Berlin. It's 10 o'clock in London. It's 6 o'clock in New York. In Baltimore, it's 5:47. Time for the 11 o'clock report.
You go, Heath.
No. Joyce did not buy my first train set. She let me buy my first train set.
Oh, that is true.
She didn't buy the first one.
Although-
I picked it out. She bought my freight train.
You know, I don't let him do things. It's just we discuss it and decide whether we think it's a
Oh, Luma's here. Hi,
fair-
Luma. Hi,
whether we-
Luma.
Hi, Luma. Toledo and New York are both Eastern. How can I say?
I don't know. What were you saying? I wasn't paying attention. You were talking.
Clearly, I wasn't.
No, you were talking about New York and everything. No, about you don't allow me to buy trains.
Yeah, it's not that I let him buy trains. We talk about it and decide if it's a good idea or not, or how bad of an idea it is.
It's about whether it's in the budget. Hi, Ollie. The bigger thing is in the budget. Now, originally, we had specific rules, which is we had to have ridden on the train to buy it. But then she broke the rule by buying me a freight
Well,
train.
yeah, but it's just because I thought it would look nice on here and sort of mix it up.
I'm not
like,
into
you know,
freight
like-
trains. She bought me a freight
and
train.
it would give me a few Christmases where I didn't have to really ask you for stuff. But
And Damien's here. I didn't say
I
hi to
really
Damien. Hi,
did
Damien.
not think that was going to open the door to all these
200
trains.
subs. Everybody
God.
here, go sub to everybody else's here's channels.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Sparky can't advertise, won't be advertising that for a while, so
Yeah.
go sub to everybody's channels. We should take a moment of silence for Sparky. He's coming back. I mean,
Yeah.
but he needs the break.
You can
All right,
go
goodbye,
for now.
David Cook. Thanks for stopping in. See you on whoever stream we'll see you at.
Yeah, and it's like that a lot. How terrible an idea is it?
No, Orange City has not gotten larger. Leave me alone about that. It will be orange for another month or two.
Go spray paint. I think he's waiting for it to warm up a little bit. You go outside and spray paint it.
Spray paint it outside.
No. I have asthma, you know. It's kind of nice, like he won't, wants me to breathe and stuff.
Hello, Gus. Hey, Lee's come out of hiding.
Well, the law of averages, Heath, probably.
Hello. Joyce and I would like to take this time to ask you for your patronage in supporting a friend in need. Our friend is Heath Hurwitz. He is a model train guy from New York City.
and he is desperately seeking 1,000 subs. He is currently somewhere between 10 and 12 away. If you could find it in your heart to support Heath,
That's right. Poor Heath. He needs you.
please take a moment, go over to his channel, and subscribe. You can always unsubscribe later once he's clearly above 1,000. But for now, help Heath,
Be a friend.
be a friend,
Be a friend to me.
and help Heath get 1,000, which is 200 more than I have. So then I expect Heath to go on his channel and ask people to get me up to 1,000.
There you go. It's all fair.
No, actually, I don't expect that.
You really don't.
I'm still trying to chase off a couple of hundred people, but that's all right.
It's okay, Heath. You're fine.
So if you would, save Heath's channel and get him to 1,000. We are pimping Heath, so Heath doesn't have to pimp Heath. We gotta get that hoe to work.
Get that. Oh. Well, leave them and push and subscribe to see. Gifted Jack a Shay.
No, I didn't see that.
A Shay.
And since I can't, please explain it to, please explain what a shay is to Joyce and me.
Because it's Grandpa Rail's son. Jack's pretty young, so it shouldn't be too bad.
See, Heath, we could try to talk Joyce into creating a true YouTube account.
Water Road wants to be pimped.
What's that?
Water Road. Okay. Just gratitude. Just gratitude. Oh, got it again.
Here at Dodge Charities,
Yes.
we do our best to help the struggling model trainer who has many, many more subscribers than we have.
That's right.
So, along with Heath, we also want you to go to Wardle Road. Waddle on down to Wardle.
Water Lord, the one, yeah. Keep going. Come on. This time.
So, if you haven't subscribed to Ollie at Wardle Road, waddle on over to Wardle Road and wade into his amazing channel. But caution, just don't ask him to do N scale. N scale's a bad thing.
My name is.
And after that, I think Everard Junction needs a few subscribers, and Sam's Train definitely needs some more subscribers. Tell them Anthony Dodge sent you, so they can say, who?
Really? Oh no.
What happened?
He's scamming us. So we went from 989 to 988. I seem to be losing subs from being here.
That's what you get, Heath. That's what you...
I thought we just blame. We don't blame it on Anthony. We blame it on Heath. Come on, get this straight. $10 for a subscription.
Oh, God. Somebody went over and said, Dodge is pimping him, I'm out.
Oh.
See, Heath, don't advertise yourself on my channel. You lose subscriptions.
Oh. Yeah, New Junction probably needs a few more. Just sub to one of them. I'll let you start.
No, you didn't, Heath. If you haven't figured out by now, we love your channel and we think you're awesome. And I say we.
Yeah. He puts them on the telly, so I have to watch them.
On the telly.
On the telly.
Have you gone British now? English?
We're just
We watch. He's American, honey. He's from New York.
I know.
We watch on the boob tube, Hugh. We watch on the boob tube. He's from New York.
So, yeah, pretty much I see all of you guys. We're a special couple. Oh, we're something.
The Dodge City of the East. There's only one Dodge City, and that's the one I'm in.
Really?
Wherever I am, it's Dodge City.
That's true. It was fun traveling out west. All the Dodge references.
Yeah, when we took our kids out west, you know, Dodge is everywhere, and I had to explain, yep, that's your great-great-great-uncle, and that's your great-great... Yeah.
I figured out a long, long time ago that it was either join them or be left out in his interests. So yeah, I watch you train guys too.
Heath, I work with a model too, and I'm not going to tell you what she models. I didn't say what.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know what?
Andy, so I think Heath is from Germany. Descent-wise, I think.
Blame
Auto.
Smokey.
Ah, shucks. What are you
Auto
blaming me for
is-
this time?
A lot of the northern part of the U.S. is German, or is it just all over?
What?
The northern U.S. is German, or is
Well.
it just all over?
It's everywhere.
Okay. Well, they sure fly.
I was going to say, Hurwitz sounds more Slavic. Heath is Russian. До свидания, Heath.
Do I have hobbies?
Yes, but you can't talk about them here.
I've been knitting a lot. So I think that's fair.
Depends on the time of year. You don't bike like you used to, but biking, tennis, kayaking.
Yeah.
You love the kayak?
Oh, for sure. For
love the-
sure. As much as possible. We play tennis. I like really all sports, so there's a lot going there. Yeah. Gonna read constantly, you know, that kind of stuff. We have a hermit.
Heath is Russian. Come, Heath. You have a vodka with us. We eat borscht. Drink vodka. Oh, we got Heath back up to 991.
No. Oh. Oh, he's just 999. Where was he?
Well, he started at 988, then he went up to 989, then he went back down to 988.
Okay, so he's picked up a few.
All right, you people out there are trying.
So it was just a
Really?
momentary.
I'm talking to 27 people, the vast majority of which are more likely to subscribe to Heath than they are to me.
I don't know, they stick around this long. They got like something. Ben Hur is my dad.
Well, that's true, Heath. 2 of your subscriptions are mine, because you have my school account subscription and my home account. Now, if we could talk Joyce here into actually creating a YouTube account for home,
That's cool.
then she could get my subscription on. She doesn't even subscribe to me from her school one. So she could give me 2 subscriptions herself and give you 2.
I know, weird though when I show a YouTube video to my kids and it's all these straight people on it.
Oh my God, you might expose children to model trains.
Good point.
The only thing is you don't want to expose your children to my channel. You don't want to expose your students to my channel.
Chase a kid off that.
We've already had that.
I know.
So yeah, we don't need that. I think what that teacher's doing is highly inappropriate.
Chat disconnected.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. You just put the mouse over here.
Oh. Oh, I clicked on something.
Oh, you're spinning.
Accidentally, uh-oh. Are we off?
Yellow.
Are we off?
Doesn't look like it.
No, we're showing that one. Oh, did this one... Oh, this one lost its internet. See, this one's hardwired in. There, it's now back. Okay.
Yeah.
So go to there. No, no, no. Up. Back. Now, refresh. Bam. It's going to refresh on its own.
Okay. Fixed.
But click on the typing line, otherwise you'll throw the page off again.
Okay, like that.
No politics in here, no politics. Even UK politics.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, this computer and the one I broadcast from is hardwired to the internet. The one Joyce was looking at and reads the comments from, this one is Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi went down for a second. That's why I wanted this one hardwired. Oh, had a freeze up there. But again, that might just be that's acting up.
Yeah, it could be.
But I'm in panic mode anytime I see...
Oh, for sure. For sure. Come on, let's get the likes over 30.
I mean, you
That
got
was
we're
snowboards.
23 people. We're not...
Yeah, but if any of those 23 even liked it, we could get it over 30.
Can't see me now. Wait, have to go this way. Can't see me now.
Some two views. Look at any of that.
If you use the C-Track system, nice little book, starting, has all kinds of tips for starting a layout, building a layout, but only if you're doing the C-Track system.
Right.
Which I'd like to promote. On behalf of Maryland, the Dodge Charity Foundation would like to promote C-Track worldwide. I'm sorry.
It's
Yeah.
facts for dummies.
3 rails the way to go, so much less wiring, so much less bus wiring. You can do your points digitally in 10 minutes.
Oh, Andy, I'm impressed.
What's that?
He's typing in German.
Actually, that's French here.
French, I do that.
J'étais chauffeur de camion, j'ai travaillé avec convoi exceptionnel dans toute l'Europe et j'ai appris un peu de français.
You are the real deal. How about that? You never did that.
I'm the joker in the deck. I'm not the real deal, I'm the joker in the deck.
Oh.
All right, bye, Cameron. Thanks for stopping in.
Pretty real
Hope you'll come
today.
back every Friday, same bat time, same bat channel, same battiness.
Right. Gee, and a
Oh yeah, because what time are we going over to AJ's?
6-ish.
6-ish. So we're gonna have to get going here.
Yeah.
Well, you have to buy all new trains, but come on, Ed Sutherland. Y'all want to buy new trains anyhow.
It's true.
Now you have the excuse. Yeah, but Trick C requires a little bit more wiring because it's still 2-rail and not 3-rail.
Right.
J'étais si fier quand j'ai réussi un jeu et me disputé avec une fille des services des maçons. Maçon or maçon? I'm trying to read. It's been so long since I've actually read that much French. J'étais si fier quand j'ai réussi un jeu et me disputé avec une fille des services des maçons. All right. Take care, Simo. Thanks for stopping in.
Well, leave it this.
Hey, how about my reading here? It's been a long time. I'm still reading more phonetically.
Yeah.
I speak Southern French. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Anthony. Bubba Dodge. Comment vous allez-vous? I have a thallus and a POS. Not the POS I'm thinking of then. No, thallus are cool looking trains.
Andy said you to fight with the girl at her home. Fight with
I probably could have gathered a lot of that
you're gonna fight with the flight
because I recognize dispute and Famille de la Pouge. I was just working on reading my French. Translations come pretty good. Oh, look at that. I got it. Your diction is excellent.
Good.
It wasn't excellent, but thank you.
Yeah, it's very nice. Right.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought he said something about arguing.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, Anthony argued with a flight attendant or whatever she was.
Okay.
In Paris.
We'd like to take this time to tell you a tragic story. In 2006, 2006, I was taking a bunch of Toledo students to Germany, but our connection flight took us into Paris, and there were some problems with our tickets. We had bought digital e-tickets, and somebody had it registered somewhere else, and we got to Paris and all kinds of things.
It was wrong, yeah.
Now, my students, this is their first time ever out of America. And so they're getting us off the train, and if you know Charles de Gaulle Airport, you get off, they put you on buses, and then they take you to another place, then they abandon you, and then another bus comes to pick you up to take you somewhere else. Charles de Gaulle is one of the crappiest airports around. I apologize if that offends my French people out there. But anyhow,
Not very well marked.
my students are getting off the bus, and getting off the plane, and I say, wait for me down there so we can all get on the same bus. And one of the attendants is yelling at my students in French, telling them to get on the bus. And they're like, our teacher told us to wait here. We don't speak French, our teacher. So I come down midway through, some of my students are behind me, and the woman is yelling, and I'm going, pardonnez-moi, what's the problem? What little French I can throw out at her. And she starts saying, the kids need to be on the bus. And I said, I asked my kids to wait here because we're a big group. I have 18 students. They've never been in another country before. They're going to be nervous, and just so they can see each other and we can all get on one bus together. She's like, she starts speaking to me in English. All the buses are going to the same place. They can just get on different buses. I said, yeah, but if you understand. And she's being really bitchy about it.
Tony was being a real data bear about it.
And I was being very polite as I could while trying to explain. We'll just wait over here. She's like, you need to get on the buses. And then she's yelling at me both in English and French. And I understood what she was saying. And then another gentleman comes over. And he says, in English, I'm sorry, what is the problem? I said, look, I'm not trying to be difficult, but I've got 18 American students. Some of them are 14 and 15 years old. They've never been out of America before. Many of them have never been out of the city of Toledo before. I just want to get them all together, even though I know the buses go to the same place. Could we just stay here and get together and get on the last bus together? Because otherwise they'll be panicking. And he said, yeah, that sounds like no problem. So he tells the woman, just let them wait over there. And she walks away and goes, I can't believe this guy. And somebody else walks up and she goes, and she says it in French, and she goes, this American is being a complete pain in the ass, blah, blah, blah. And I yelled in French, and you're being a bitch. In French. I yelled at her in pure French, you are being a bitch. And she turned around like, oh, you speak a little French. Enough.
Yeah, so, yeah.
But, Charles de Gaulle Airport, it is ranked as one of the worst airports out there. But in terms of just, I mean, maybe Orly is better. I've been through Charles de Gaulle, what, 3 times? 3 times we've been through Charles de Gaulle, and it's never been easy. The last one was the best, though. 2014 or 2015, we went through Charles de Gaulle. Yeah, it was very smooth the last time. It's still, they pick you up, drop you off here, then tell you wait, pick you up, take you somewhere else, and then say, okay, catch this bus to get on your plane.
Kind of sniff out where to go.
Okay, well. Okay, anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody for tuning in again today. It looks like she was a Belgian. Ooh, we'll get that international stuff going later. But Joyce promised our son we would come over and see his new apartment, although he's been there for, what, 5 months, 6 months?
Well, he finally got a couch, and we need
He's finally got enough seating to have his parents over.
We need our key back from the car, so...
C'était ma petite amie là pour excusez nécessaire. Anyhow, so we are going to have to bid a hasty retreat. And so we got to go take care of our son. I will be here hopefully with a new episode of Matt Clark, same bat time, same bat channel. Hopefully. So for everybody, once again, I really appreciate how many of you come back every week. It blows my mind, but you really make my day a great day. You take a crappy week and make it good, or at least less crappy. So it's wonderful to have y'all here. So I'm going to say, as I always do, Auf Wiedersehen and Tschüss, and happy trains. Take care.
Bye.
No, German.
Tschüss.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
Tschüss.
Adieu. Au revoir. Adieu. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye.